Hey, how y'all doing? It's Jelon Miguel Kendrick with another episode of Notes to My Younger Self. And today I will be talking about 3 things to think about or talk about with your club and or agent before going to play overseas. Okay, so number 1, I think that is very important, is understanding where your payments are coming from and what your payment installments look like. Are you getting paid per weekly? Are you getting paid bi-weekly? Are you getting paid on the 4th of every month? Now, this is very important to kind of like get a grasp so you can hold maybe the club accountable to some of these things. And in saying that, are they wiring the money straight to your American account? Are they setting you up a bank account in, whatever country that you're in? Or are they handing you a check and then you have to then go to maybe a Western Union or something of that sort and wire that money to your account? Okay, those are 3 different ways that they normally do it. Obviously the best way is to have them just wire that money straight into your account. Even if they take 50, 60 bucks out of your check, just have it straight wired to your account. Way more easy, way less stress. And that's what I prefer. But some clubs don't do that, so keep that in mind. So the number 2 thing I would say to clarify before going overseas is understand who's paying your agent fee if you have an agent. It's very rare, but there are some instances where I've seen clubs require the player to pay their agent fee, and they're very hands-off on it. And if you're paying the agent fee, you also have to wire that money, depending on how they're sending you your money, to the agent. And if you are wiring it through Western Union, they're ducking off $200-300 or a couple $100 per wire. So keep that in mind. Make sure you communicate with your agent, have them understand what's going on. They probably will have some type of system set up. There are a lot of great agents out here that have been in the game a whole lot longer than I have, that knows the ins and outs of that. And number 3, I think living situation and transportation. When going overseas, peace of mind is very important. When you're in your beginning stages, obviously there may be some sacrifices at hand where you're going to a country that living and housing may not be the best, your payments may not be the best, and you're still grinding. This is a part of the grind. But once you get to a certain level, you want to focus on basketball as much as you can, and then you want everything else to be peaceful and calming and bliss. Because it is stressful being in another country. You're away from friends, you're away from known things, you're away from maybe a language. There may be a language barrier, there may be holidays that you're missing. All of these things you're away from. So having some type of surrender in your living situation is great. And also specify that you want Wi-Fi. And if they aren't giving you transportation, then have them specify how you're getting around. Is there a trainer coming to pick you up? Is there a transit system, public transit system that is very easy to use? Are they giving you a moped? Is everything within walking distances? These are very important questions because, like I said, you want your off the court experience to be as blissful and calming as possible, because playing overseas can be it's a high stress job. You're by yourself. If you're depressed, if you're going through things, typically you may not have anyone to talk to. You may be on a different time schedule. All these things are a factor. So those are 3 things that I would consider before signing the contract to go overseas. How your payments are coming through, who's paying the agent fee, and your living and transportation situation. Obviously there are like I said, there's a lot more things to encompass in playing overseas, but those are 3 things that I think people don't think about in depth, that I think is very important before you head overseas. All right, good luck with your overseas career. Can't wait to play against you one day. Peace.